Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more of the senior mathematics contest from the year 2015. We just did question number 1 in the last video. So if you are looking for the start of the contest, it's actually the previous video where we talked a little bit about the senior paper and we go through question number 1 in part A. We're on to question number 2 in part A in this video. And hopefully you've downloaded a copy of the contest, tried it for yourself, and you're just here to make sure that you got the right answer. That's the way I recommend you do use these videos. Take a look at my solutions only once you've got your solutions so we can compare and you can see what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and maybe even improve a little bit. Or maybe you're even better than me and you should be making videos and I should be watching you. Who knows? Alright, so question number 2. Let A, B, and C be non-zero digits so that BC is a 2-digit positive integer. Okay, so none of these are 0. That's an important fact. BC is a 2-digit positive integer. Okay? And ABC is a 3-digit positive integer. So the digits of ABC are A, B, and C. So if A was 3, B was 2, and C was 4, then ABC would be 324. Okay? So that's the idea. And suppose we have this addition here. What's the value of A plus B plus C? This actually reminds me of my father likes giving out these questions. I'm trying to think of one of them off the top of my head. I think one of the ones he really likes is, I think it's nice plus ice plus gin is equal to, it's something that's starting with an S. Don't quite remember what it is. But, maybe I'll leave it in the comments if I remember before posting this. But one I like is I like the fall of the House of Usher. I think they leave out the second of. I always remember this. This was in a book I read once. I don't actually know the answer off the top of my head, but basically each letter represents a digit, and you have to figure them out. It's a nice little backwards puzzle sort of thing to make the addition work out. Okay, but that's not the one we're given. We're given a BC, so we're not given anything that spells anything out. ABC and another ABC here. And we're told that that is 876. And we're asked to figure out what's A plus B and C. A plus B plus C. So figure out the digits A, B, and C and add them up. Okay? So, let's take a look here. Usually when you're doing puzzles of this sort, it's a good idea to start and sometimes you go back and forth, but either it's a good idea to start looking at what the ones column is, figuring out numbers there. So I see C plus C plus C has to end in a 6. I don't know if anything's being carried over. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I do know that C plus C plus C, so 3C ends in a 6. And that can give me a clue. Or I can realize that A plus A plus potentially some carryover from the second column gives me 8, and so that limits what A can be. So for example, A could never be 5, because 5 plus 5, I don't care what you're carrying over, that's 10. That's already way too much to just leave an 8 there. Okay, so you can go at it from either way. I think we'll start off with the C's. So 3 times C must end in a 6. We can't say that it is 6, because we could be carrying something over. This is standard addition, so we just put the digit, the ones digit here and carry things over. So it could be 16 or 26 or something like that. But if it's 3C and C is a positive integer, well, we have possibilities. C could be 1, 2, 3. We were told that they're non-zero. And when we do that, 3C is 3, 6, so that one definitely would count. 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27. only one of these guys ends in a 6. So 3C must be 6. And that means C is going to have to be 2. So that tells us something else. There's no carryover into the second column. So no 10s carry over into second column. So that tells me 3B ends in a 7. Well, we can do the exact same process. So B, I mean, it could be that we weren't told that these are different digits here. So 3B, let's find which ones might end in a 7. (24) and 27. So we only have one that works. That's this one here, and that tells us 3B is 27. So B is 9. And 2 is carried over. So that tells me that 2 plus A must be that remaining 8. It's not that hard to see from here that A is going to be 3. So A plus B plus C, well, that's 3 plus 9 plus 2, and that is a final answer of 14. And let's just double check that that is what we were asked for. A plus B plus C. Yep. So our final answer is going to be 14. So that's a nice question too. As I said, there are a lot of other questions like these that you can find, not necessarily on math contests, but there's the Fall of the House Usher one. I really wish I could remember the one my dad really likes, which is Gin, Nice, Ice, and something, I swear, it starts with an S. Oh, I think the one he really likes is Gin plus Nice plus Ice is equal to Spice. I think that's what it is. Although with these sorts of questions, usually none of the letters are the same, so the N and the G can't both be 6. There's lots of these that you can look up. I'm trying to think of where you might go. Just sort of fun little math websites will do it, or little books of like 1001 math problems will have these sorts of things in them. It's a little different from this question because, as I say, we could have, although we didn't, we could have had A and B. A and B might have been the same number or something like that. Okay? We weren't told that, right? Yeah, we weren't told that they're distinct integers, so they could have all been like 3 or something. Okay? But if you like that question, you can be on the lookout for things like that. I'm pretty sure this one is Gin plus Nice plus Ice is equal to Spice, and none of the letters are in common, so all the E's are like a 2, and all the C's are a 5, and stuff like that. Maybe see if that one works out. I don't know if it does, or maybe I've copied it out wrong. Anyway, we can get back to the math contest, because that's what we're here for. And we'll be looking at question number 3 in the very next video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.